guys, this week my guest is extra super special because she's a Barbie, intelligent, entrepreneur, I think that is better English, right? So you know me. So she is gorgeous and you won't believe her story. I think I want you guys to feel the same thing, the same feeling that I felt when I met her 1 year ago. She beat cancer twice, not one, but twice. She broke her neck twice as well. So she's here to tell us all her story. She's also on a beautiful hotel in Worcester, and she's gonna tell all the locations because I always get wrong the names. You guys know me. And this episode today is going to be a bit different from the other ones because we're celebrating and empower the woman that fight cancer, and the month of pink is why we are all pink. I introduce you my special guest, Sue. Thank you, Sue, for coming in. And Cressman. How is your name properly?
Cressman.
Goodness me, my gorgeous friend. Look how gorgeous she is. Clap your hands for Sue, guys. Woo! So much. I know how busy you are, a lady, busy.
Well,
how all these things happen, Sue? How did you did all this? I know you. I was reading your story that you were a receptionist and then owner of the hotel, and then tell us everything. Inspire everybody, our audience.
How it started was rather quite strange, actually. I always remember at school that I used to run back and watch Crossroads, which was about a hotel, and Meg Richardson was the owner of that hotel. Mm. And just recently there was a programme, and it was about the character of Meg Richardson and how she became such a big icon in the Midlands. Mm. And that's the only thing I ever knew about hotels. I started off as a shorthand typist.
Yeah.
And I worked for a company in Walsall. And that was where I lived, right in the heart of the back country. And loved every minute of my job. But I was headhunted. It was really quite strange that the gentleman who was the chairman of that company heard my voice on the telephone. And he said, I would like you to head our television and telephone sales company, which was incredible for somebody of just 17 years of age.
Oh my God, you were 17?
I was 17.
Oh my.
I just learned to drive and I was heading this department quite by chance and loved every second. But of course that gave me the love then of sales.
Yeah.
So sales were in me from the very start. And I went from there to that company, headhunted again to run an office equipment company, of which I became a representative, a sales manager, then director, and then became managing director. So I had a wonderful career as managing director of a company that I pretty much started right at the bottom.
Is that one that you went to America? Because she also lived in America.
Yeah, I did after I sold that business. And I sold that business, went off to the United States, worked with the very great Zig Ziglar, and he showed me how to public speak. And I really wanted to do that and loved every second.
Can you plead that to me? You teach me. She's inspired me. She's amazing. I love her.
I love you too. But yes, it was quite an inspiration to see this wonderful man who used to lecture all over the world to inspire people.
What's his name?
Zig Ziglar. No longer with us, sadly.
Okay.
So I used to go to their church, the Methodist Church in Dallas, and it was fantastic. I went several times, met with this great man, and he inspired me to do what I could. So
what was the next step then? So then when you come back to England, what did happen for make you come back to England?
Well, I came back to England because I was taken ill in the United States.
Oh.
So that was a big problem, sadly. But I'm here to tell the story about that in a little later on.
She's amazing. I love her. She keeps me on track. I love it. So tell me more about your hotel. How did you manage to get? I thought you married Rick.
I did. Yeah, Rick Cressman. Yeah, he is my wonderful husband. And
They're so
what happened
cute together. I love them.
I worked as a sales director or director of development for the Variety Club of Great Britain.
Yeah.
And I knew a lot of celebrities. It was just great going out working with such a wonderful charity. And this particular night that I met with my husband was an event for the Variety Club of Great Britain.
Okay.
So I went along, met him, and he asked me out. It was love at first sight.
It's like me and Dave, my gingerbread man. Can you see that?
Oh,
Isn't that
David, it's so wonderful. Isn't that? And it happens, doesn't it?
When you feel it, you feel it, isn't it? It's just
Absolutely.
straight, yeah.
But it took him 3 weeks to ask me out. But we got there in the end. And that very day that he asked me out, 4 years later, we got married.
You got married in England?
We got married in Lichfield Cathedral. It was incredible.
Oh, you need to send me pictures. So, Matt, you need to put some pictures of her dress with the wedding dress on.
Yeah,
I can't love that.
That would be
yeah, that would be
lovely.
very nice. So then, when he's already the owner of the hotel. As
Indeed.
well?
So 20 years ago, I joined him, and
made his life more sparkle.
This is. We won't say this.
So nobody listening. Nobody
Much
hearing
better
it.
now I've joined.
She brought the sparkle, I think, to the hotel. I think we go to lots of events because we also member of Ladies First, and which where I met you, right, on one of the Ladies First event at your hotel.
Indeed.
And it was really, that day, you don't know how much your story impact my decisions and my career now. I'm gonna get emotion. Stop it. But it's true. Your story, you brought me to tears that day because you guys gonna know what I'm talking about because we're gonna got loads to talk because this lady can talk as much as me, and her story is like of resilience, empower. It's all together, and you're still gorgeous and. It's changed my perspective of life and my business and what I'm doing now is because of you two. Love you,
Well,
love you.
I love you too.
I would like to say this to you.
And Bea, if I've done one thing in my life, I'm so glad that I inspired someone like you to do what you're doing now, which is quite incredible.
You are amazing. It's just the flowers, guys. It's not me. It's just the flowers. Hay fever. So let me compose myself. Oh, my makeup. Sorry, Naomi. Sorry. Your story that day, when I came home, just made a big. I said, I'll do it. I will do it because I think
you're now passing on the message to inspire other women.
I know.
I'm going to say that. We're going to keep that in. Because that needs to go in.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me more about the hotel and then when everything happens. Because today is a special day for the show because we're going to talk about, you guys are going to see us in pink. It's because the show is October. Indeed. And it's going to be for embracing, remind us about breast cancer.
Yes.
And people sometimes, myself, I didn't check myself or that thing. So I think it's a good thing for we know about what did you go through, how did you manage and it's still gorgeous with this beautiful hair and all everything. Tell us how everything started. How did you discover that you had cancer, not once but twice?
Well, it was quite a journey actually from when I started work really. And I told you that I went to the United States. In the United States I was working, as you know, public speaking, and I passed out at a meeting and I was taken to a Dallas hospital and they said, "What's the problem?" I said, "Well, I've got pains all the way down my arms and it's coming from here." The doctor on duty said, "Have you had any tests for anything?" I said, "Yeah, I went to see someone in the UK and they tested me because I was having a lump in my breast." And he said, "Would you mind if I examine you?" As I did. And he said immediately, "You must go back home now." And I said, "Well, I've got 3 weeks of this." He said, No. You need to get on a plane today. I think you've got cancer." And I was 33 years of age. Now, the worst of it for me, I thought there was nobody in my family, no one at all had had this problem. So it was a bit of a shock. I got on a plane, got to see a specialist, not the one that I'd originally seen, I have to say. And he said, yes, I'm going to operate. I'm not entirely sure that this is cancer, but I will operate and take the lump out. At least if it's not, it won't give you the pains down the arm.
Yeah.
Sadly, I found out that I had got quite a severe problem, and it was cancer. It was grade 3, and I was rather ill. And I was put into a hospice for 10 months and fought like mad to make sure I came out of there. And I was one of the lucky ones, very, very lucky. And I always say this, I never thought that I'd ever have anything in common with our wonderful late Queen, Elizabeth II. She had an annus horribilis, and so did I, the same year. Whilst I was having chemotherapy, Windsor was burning. And I don't think I'll ever forget that. Her annus horribilis was mine, and she made a speech about it. And I often mention that whenever I'm talking about breast cancer. And of course, I went 20 years, met my husband, and sadly found out I'd got that same problem again, a brand new primary in my breast.
So did you, the first time you had chemotherapy?
Yes.
The first time?
Yeah.
Did you,
I couldn't the second time.
Did you lose your hair? Or?
I did lose a lot. It came out in clumps, but...
Because your hair looks amazing.
I'm very lucky that second time I had a very special test. It's called the OncoDX test. And I was the guinea pig in the UK. They sent a part of my tumour to America to have it analysed to see if the chemotherapy would work with it. And it wouldn't, sadly. So at the end of the day, I couldn't have the second bout.
So how
it wouldn't have worked. So I kept my hair. I was very fortunate.
So what did you do then? So you did another type of treatment?
I had a lot of different treatment, but it was a lot of operations. I had 16 operations in 2.5 years.
Ooh.
But that's because they couldn't do anything like radiotherapy because I'd had so much before and chemotherapy. But I am so very lucky, and this is what I want to do. I may have inspired you in business and you're passing that message on, but I like to pass the message on. Check your breasts, make sure that there's no lumps. If there is, don't be worried, go to the doctors. Check out everything you can, because I'm here to pass that message.
Every time we go to Brazil, I do a checkup there. So here they didn't let you to do what do you call it?
Mammogram?
Yeah. But in Brazil I did one just to be safe, because but this is crazy. So there is more. This doesn't stop there. When did you get better, and then you go back to work? And then what did happen then?
Oh, well, I went back to work. I vowed I wouldn't take any stress on at age 32.
Yeah.
But then I became managing director of another company, so it was like my career was mapped out. And then with my variety club days, I met my husband, and then suddenly become the owner of Nailcote Hall, which has given me great pride, and mainly because of my staff. We've got around 110 staff, and they are so wonderful.
They love you there.
Well, I love them, and it shows, because at the end of the day, you are never as good as the staff that you employ. And they're like my children. They're wonderful.
Oh, they love you. Tell me also about, you said you broke your neck. How someone break the neck?
That was really strange.
Was it after or before you had the cancer?
It was after the first one and before the second. So yeah, I went 9 years in between. It was, and even to the day, to be perfectly honest. No, I couldn't feel my arms and my legs. I woke up one morning and I literally could not feel my hands. And when I got out of bed, I sort of went like a rag doll. Managed to get to the car, straight to the doctors, And the doctor went like this with my neck and said, I think this is coming from your neck. It couldn't kill me.
You're joking.
No, it was the funniest thing. And he always laughed afterwards when he told me, so my goodness me, you were lucky, weren't you? Yes. But that was looked at. And I had a bone graft from my hip steady my neck. So, cutting a very long story short, I got back to work again after quite a few months of recuperation.
Yeah.
And then the second time was a year after I got married. And that was, again, another shock, because the guy who stitched me up and sorted me out, a wonderful surgeon, he said he'd never had to operate twice on someone, except he hadn't met me, which was... He hadn't met me, so that sadly put an end to his 30 years of career.
But how did you break your neck and not paralysed?
Well, I was for a short time, until they fixed me. And then I had my other bone out of my other hip taken out for the second one, which was bizarre. So, you know that funny story? It goes, your hip bone's connected to your neck bone. Well, that's the only thing I can say.
Oh my God.
No, of course, that is not the funny story, but it's funny little
If it was not tragic, it would be funny.
It would be. So, yeah, I feel that I have been so lucky, and if I can inspire anyone to make sure...
I'm sure you will.
You know, if they're poorly, it's a long road ahead, but you've got to keep on going.
Yeah.
And that would
keep moving.
My legacy.
Yeah, you are splendid, amazing. I told you guys. What do you think, Dave? Dave's just quiet. Dave is not usually like that.
I was Googling what you had as well.
Oh my God, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just how God loves you so much. Although with all your challenges, He gave you strength to continue. And of course, you're a very positive mind. I can see that.
And I've got to say, Bea, that this is the most important thing. I have been spared for a reason. And my absolute goal is to help patients who are going through this very same thing.
As you say that, I know I was on when you were talking on that day, and you talk about some machine that you were precursor, you guys can say that? Precursor. First person done, bring to England. You do like your balls, pink balls, that is coming, so we're going to talk about that.
In October,
yeah. So,
wow.
so we're going to talk about that. So, to raise money to buy these machines that you already supply to loads of hospitals. Tell us about this machine that what they do.
Okay, right, well, as at the Pink Ball, which is where I raise the funds for all our local hospitals, and whatever is required by a breast cancer consultant. So a breast cancer consultant could need something small. I always go and visit them, and I'll say, look, what do you need? And they'll tell me what they need. I always say, don't say something massive like £250,000, because that's not going to happen. But I want something that will be to the ease of your patients. And what we do is we raise those funds at the Pink Ball and other events that I put on. And that's always at Nailcote Hall. And it mainly is October. It is...
all the events. I've been to all the events. I've been to Michael Bublé. So nice. We had a great time. Me and the girls from Ladies First, we go. Oh, it's amazing. You've ever been? I think I invite you, Naomi. Naomi, I invite you once, as you were busy, I think. You couldn't come. Amazing, the events
the
there.
Pink Ball is very, very special.
When is it, in October?
October the 5th this year.
Oh, we're going to be there. We're going to be there.
On a Saturday night, always the first week in October.
Yeah.
So if you can't make this one, make next year.
Next year, yeah.
But it really is a special night where we raise funds for whatever they need. The consultants will tell me, I raise the money, and then I go on to another area within the NHS that's local to us. Okay. So I will go out, I'll satisfy their needs, and then I will go on to another person, and I sort of go round the area until I satisfy one, and then I'll move on to someone else.
Yeah.
And we've raised lots of money, probably around about £500,000 now.
Clap your hands for this. You said about that machine that I was amazed that day. You
Yeah.
showed the machine that. What's the machine
It's
do?
called a localizer, and that was the machine at that time that we were raising funds for. And we've now done 5 of those wonderful machines at about £6,000 each, and they went to all the Birmingham hospitals, which includes the Queen Elizabeth. They've got very big hospital there. They needed 2: Solihull, Good Hope, and Heartlands. They all have these machines, and what it does, it locates the cancer within 5 millimeters. So when the surgeon is on the operating table, they've got their patient, they need to put a little bit of dye into where they think the cancer is, and they can locate it so accurately. And you know when you drive your car and you're reversing,
Yeah.
and you get the beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
That is what indicates to the surgeon where the cancer is located. So it will go pip, pip, pip until it gets to the nearly to the cancer point, and that is where they know they have to operate properly.
So I think you said on the day that instead to take sometimes they will take the whole breast out. That stop doing that, isn't it?
It does help most certainly.
Help,
Some
yeah.
women sadly have to, like me, I had to
Yeah.
have a mastectomy.
You had both.
I had a lumpectomy first. Sadly, I had a new primary. It wasn't anything to do with the original problem, but then the second one, I had no choice really. So I had to have a mastectomy, and they made a new breast out of my tummy. I call it my belly boob.
I love it. You have fun with that. That's really good.
Because,
it's
you
what I
know,
like for you. Yeah.
I always think if you can laugh at each other and you can laugh about yourself mainly,
Yeah.
then you know something.
Yeah.
You get over anything.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. You can Brazilians are very sarcastic. Sarcastic is the word, and we laugh even on when the people dead. What do you call funeral? Because laughing is a good energy coming in. If you don't laugh, crying not gonna help.
A funeral is part of life.
It is.
You've had your life.
Yeah.
And now it is the end.
Yeah.
And if you can leave a legacy,
yeah,
that is the most wonderful.
Doing great, babe. You're leaving a massive legacy. So, I just saw this and I could not say, this lady is, I don't know what she cannot do yet. How this come about?
Well, that was rather an interesting thing that I did in 2019. I always said that I wanted to do something at age 60, and that was in 2019. And what it was, I'd been given the great honour of singing at the royal wedding of Harry and Meghan. When they got married, it was the day before, we were in the Guildhall, it was a choir of us, and it was fantastic and such a proud moment. But after...
Stop everything. What did you mean? The royal wedding, you talk Meghan and Harry?
Yes.
That is hot. Oh my God, so tell me more.
So, okay, we were chosen because of, we had to have serious health issues or been in the military and been injured in conflict. And it was all to do with Harry's charities. And we made a single, and which was fantastic. And the choir, they came from all over the country. So eventually the choir disbanded. And I was asked, funnily enough, by a dear friend of mine at the BBC, who said, "So what are you going to do now, Sue?" And I said, "Do you know, I'd really love to do a single for breast cancer, because I knew that that was what I needed to do in my life, to make sure that people knew that I would always be there for them, for any breast cancer sufferer." So I released this song, and it was fantastic because...
Did you always sing? Did you always love music?
Yeah, I'd been a pianist many years ago, and I used to play the piano age 5. In fact, I think I could probably read music before I could read text. So that was funny, but I don't play anymore. But it was something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So Survive was actually written by my husband. I gave him a few words that I wanted to put in this, and he's very good with verse. So he wrote the song words. It was then put together by a gentleman called Guy Barnes, whose father was a very famous golfer. And of course, Nailcote Hall is synonymous with golf. It's a very famous course. And so that was how we got to know Guy. And then it was listened to by a wonderful man who was the PR for David Essex, and knew the guy who produced the backing track, who was Elaine Page's music director, and also David Essex's music director. And then Survive was born, and I'm very proud of this.
You should. We're gonna use Matt. We're gonna need to use this music as a the intro, or when we talk. That is amazing. What can you not do? Because you can do so many things. What can you not do? There's not something.
I don't know. I'll write a list and send it to you, dear. But yeah, it was something. And the funny part about it, I mean, it was not funny at the time, sadly, but that survived. The words, and it's something that the first words, I think, are very inspirational to anyone. In any life-threatening health issue, it's a long road ahead, but you've got to keep on going, as I said before. And that's the first line of this song. And a lot of it comes from, I know what I had to go through, and I want to convey to someone else going through it that there is a long road, but you will get through this.
I think the positive thing, the power that the mind creates.
Indeed.
That I think it's scientifically proved that when you have the power of the mind positive, it stops the toxins liberated, because the toxins is created as well, not only with food but also with bad thoughts.
Indeed.
It's really true.
The funny, as I said, the sad part, I suppose, was that particular song. Because of health issues, we had the COVID crisis. And they used my song in parts of the UK to do the clapping for the NHS. And my goodness, we needed so much for the NHS. And we are all very grateful for their help.
Fantastic! You are amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm loving to hear again your story, because I hope you guys are enjoying this interview, because as much as I do, because I can't. This is encouragement, and it's like you can do it. You can do it too. You know, stop it, get up and do it, girl. So let's talk about your hotel.
Right. Okay.
We've been loads to parties there. The parties are incredible. You are amazing organizing events and stuff like that. You're amazing. You got an amazing team there as well. I know you do. But even though she's the owner, you think she's going to be like, whatever. She's on the ball constantly. She's just, she's everywhere.
My husband and I, we always have a wonderful team behind us. And we have a wonderful manager, David Moeller. And he's got the team around him.
You have weddings there as well, don't you?
Weddings. We were the first in the whole of the UK to get a civil licence for weddings. So we've got a lot of history. Not only is the building dating back to 1640.
It's gorgeous.
And we have a lot of weddings. And I think the black and white building that you see as you're coming down the driveway to Nailcote Hall, great for photos, and of course a lot of brides want that. Of course they want their wonderful wedding.
David photographed wedding there, I think, didn't you?
With 2,500 weddings under our belt. I think we know what we're doing.
We do.
And we look out, and each and every one of those weddings are special to us. The brides are special to us.
I saw on social media that you now have, if you want to do a small wedding now, you can do that as well. So
we've got 3 venues. We've got the marquee, which goes up to about even 300 people. A little less, because in the hot weather you don't want to be too hot. But anyway, that's the marquee. Then you've gone downstairs where we were the first to get that civil license. So going down the stairs, it's
amazing.
a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And then we have the pavilion, which is our golf pavilion, really, because we're very famous for golf. But they also use it for smaller weddings. So we can cater
I saw
to
this on
anyone.
social media this week, actually. It looks really nice, actually. Very nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the pink ball, because I'm always pink. We all pink. Look at us.
We're in our pink,
guys. I'm wearing from something from Enviro. Did you hear about it? Enviro.
I have to go.
It's amazing. I'm loving. Oh, this is earring them as well.
Oh, goodness me. I like those. Yes.
We are all pink, so because we want to celebrate the woman checking themselves with cancer, breast cancer. Tell us about the ball, because you do every year, isn't it? October?
Yeah, every year in October we put on the pink ball, and we call it the pink ball at the hall because it's at Nailcote Hall.
Yeah.
So it's called the pink ball at the hall, and it's a very special event. It means a lot to me personally.
Definitely.
We raise equipment. I don't give the money to charity. I like to make sure we know where the actual money is going.
I like
and
that,
I absolutely love the fact that every year on the back of our brochure they can see the guests where the money went this year from last year.
Yeah.
So at all times we have a photograph taken with the consultant who is going to be the benefiting consultant.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. I have a lot
What's
of people.
What's going to be different this year? What's going to be different this year from
this
the other
year
years?
we've got a sponsor. A very good sponsor. He's a European champion.
Driving. We're very expert on that.
Six gear, wonderful. They do tracks and got
Ferrari.
Lamborghinis, Ferraris. They've got lots of beautiful cars that everybody would like to drive.
So
anybody coming along needs to be there and see all the cars outside the building.
Amazing.
It's going to be fantastic.
It could be great.
And Andy, who is the proprietor of that business, he is European champion. Don't ask me what vehicle, because I can never remember, but it's a big car.
It's a big car and
It's
fast.
a big car.
And fast, probably.
So honestly,
so they're going to be there,
fantastic.
and of course, going to be food as well, of course, and music and all this stuff. I know.
The music is going to be amazing, because I'm going to tell you, it's what a night, and that's exactly what we'll be, because what we've got is the Jersey Boys now. So the Jersey Boys are straight from the West End. In fact, the lead singer was Frankie Valli for 4 years on the West End. So you've got all four of those wonderful songs. Oh, What a Night is one of them. And we'll be dancing away by having fun, raising funds, having good food, and having a great time. But the message is there for breast cancer.
Yeah, fantastic, in a very happy, amazing way, like you always do. It's amazing. I love the events there. Do you think they're going to have guests as well? Are you going to have some
we
guests?
might have a few guests, I'm not saying. Watch this space. But yes, there will be some guests, some well-known ones, I hope. But we'll have guest entertainment as well.
We're going to go, Dave. We're going to go. Book us in. You come as well now. Now we come as well.
Yeah,
we
the
need
5th
to go.
of October is in everyone's diary.
Please put in your diary 5th of October. So we're going to be there dancing and raising money for breast cancer as well.
And on the
the car. This is car, guys.
seeing all the cars,
See all the
dancing.
Yeah. So I know where to find the hotel. But what about you, Sue? Because I know you also you got your music, you got all your stuff going on. You got a website as well.
I have got a website. It needs updating, and it actually shows all the pictures of what we've talked about for the breast cancer equipment that we've supplied. There's a lot more gone on since. That will be updated. But it's SueCressman.com. Quite easy. And SueCressman.com. So there you go.
Matt's going to put down below. You guys going to see it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
And so there's a little bit about me. There's an interview with Sky Television. There's a little bit about my song Survive. And a recent dance dance mix of that
Ooh,
very song.
we're gonna dance.
Yeah,
on
so
the floor.
dancing.
Ooh.
So that would be a lot of fun for me to have a wee look at.
Do you do
That'd be nice.
something in BBC as well? I think Amanda told you at PR. She's really
I do.
informed. What do you do
every couple of weeks? I go and join my dear friend Trisha Doodoo on
I love
radio,
Trisha. She's
BBC
amazing. Yeah, you two
WM, and that's a lot of fun. And Trisha and I go way back when, and that's fun for me to be with a friend, talk about my life, and that's every couple of 3 weeks.
Like we're doing here as well, you know.
And with you, my dear friend.
I'm very thankful for you to be here, sharing your story with our audience. And I think each of you guys are being inspired by you, because you are a wonderful woman and beautiful and in every way. Thank you very much. I know you're very busy too, and you spare a little time to talk to us. Are you happy, David? Look at his face. Happy to hear beautiful stories. This is for us today, but we're gonna go for cooking now, because I told Sue today is gonna be a different day, that I'm not gonna bring a chef, but as I'm a chef, as you guys know, so I'm gonna cook something for us that, I don't know if you know, I study a bit of nutrition, and also I study about food.
Indeed.
And I like to food that we are what we eat. Like Freud used to say, we are what we eat. And I know you got the same as me. We don't eat gluten, and it's quite challenging thing for eat out and all that. So I'm gonna make today one dishes that is gonna be on my book, which is a detoxing and dish that is for people that is having cancer, or if you don't having cancer, breast cancer. But if you want to prevent that, it's quite good. So we've got lots of greens, and I'm going to put some research there for you guys to see down below all about that. We're going to have a nice lunch together, and I'm going to be teaching you this recipe. This is very powerful recipe.
This is really exciting for me. Wonderful.
I can't wait. So I'm going to teach you guys how to cook this recipe, which is very easy. Even the kids are going to love it, and I hope you're going to like too.
I hope so too. I'm sure I will.
Should we cook?
Yes, let's cook.
Thank you very much. I very appreciate. Thank you. This is for us now. Let's cook. Right, guys, we're here at my kitchen with my friend, delicious, gorgeous Sue. Thank you so much. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm gonna cook for you. I know you have your chef at the hotel.
Yeah.
But today I'm gonna do something that is very. I do a lot for the kids. Sometimes we take to school. Sometimes we eat at home as well for lunch. It's a light lunch. But the good thing of this dish is I've been researching quite a lot. I study a bit of food and all that. So about detoxing your body.
Wow.
And it's good for people that prevent breast cancer as well, because we are what we eat. Everything you eat. I'm not very fussed about, I'm not going to eat sugar or anything. But if you eat 90% good food, when you have your sweet, so I'm crazy about ice cream.
Oh.
But it need to be special ice cream.
Okay.
Emily, isn't it, Dave? Emily ice cream.
Wow.
Emily No Bakery is a local shop. So she came to the show, and they sell in Aubrey Allen a special ice cream that, oh my God, it's amazing. So I don't feel bad when I eat ice cream, because 90% I'm eating something healthy.
Oh, wonderful.
And this dish is greens. The greens is antioxidant.
Fantastic.
And I like to use food as remedy.
Good.
So we got garlic, raw garlic.
Yeah.
You can feel the smell. This is strong smell, is the garlic.
Lovely.
So we got raw garlic here.
Yeah.
And we got all our greens, asparagus. People can use whatever they like at home.
Yeah.
Do you cook very often at home?
Not really. I've got a great chef at Nailcote, and to be perfectly honest, why should I cook when I've got him? I know it's naughty, isn't it?
I'll be the same.
But I go in and I say, oh, chef, can I have so-and-so? And look at him with big doe eyes.
Yeah,
well, if I can.
beautiful.
Not quite like yours.
Now blue.
But really, I mean, I do have a bit of fun there and say, oh, I can't cook like you. So
You're watching that.
I managed to get away with it, you know?
But if I will use, if you have someone cooking for me, I would not cook as well, because in Brazil, my apartment, I had in a good area, but didn't have kitchen. I chose wasn't it, because of the restaurants around. So,
oh wow!
Yeah, but here it's why David perhaps doesn't cook, because he knows I can cook and being very lazy. Well, actually, he does pancake. Do you like pancake?
Yeah,
David does the best pancake.
Wonderful.
Pancake.
Wonderful.
Better. David does the best pancake ever.
Oh,
but today I'm gonna do something simple, a frittata.
Yeah.
A healthy frittata. You can add, if people like meat, they can add meat to it. But I usually use whatever I have on my fridge. And today I had lots of greens, and I said, well, greens are great because antioxidants.
Yeah,
and then we have the garlic from it is also de-inflammatory. And it's delicious. I can't live without garlic. People that know me, though, I can live it. We got some onions, and we got some, whatever you have in the fridge. This is be easy for you if you like to do one day, try it in your kitchen.
You never know.
We're going to use eggs. Instead, it's going to be our protein source. So you're going to have 6 eggs here. Do you want to break the egg, or prefer me to
break an egg?
Help me to break some eggs. See, that's good. That's good, breaking eggs with someone that doesn't cook.
Who said I didn't?
Let me wash my hands.
I do not wish it to be known.
So you said your favorite dish at the restaurant when the chef cooked for you. What do you like?
Oh, I love fish. We have a lot of Dover sole. We have lots of salmon.
Oh, I love salmon.
But I got to say, chicken. I love chicken. But really, not often. I also like lamb. And
lamb is good. I love lamb.
Is good. As long as it's nice and pink.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
I like the leg as well.
Yes, lovely.
Paprika. Have you been to Paprika before? Paprika is a restaurant in Leamington.
Oh, okay.
They came and did a dish with a leg of lamb. Oh my God.
I bet that was wonderful.
It was delicious. It was delicious. So for this dish, we're gonna use 6 eggs. I put here a handful, you can say like 200 grams of broccoli. I mix 2 types of broccoli. Do you like broccoli?
Yeah, broccoli is great. Yeah.
So
very good for cancer.
It's really good. Yeah, very good. So we're gonna chop them in small pieces like that. You know, very easy. Then shove them inside. Chop it in some green beans as well.
Yum,
so you're gonna put like 100 grams and 100 grams of asparagus to a bit of portioners.
Lovely.
So I'm gonna put here some peppers. I know you don't like chili, but this is just
really.
peppers, a mix of half of each pepper, a big pepper.
Makes it nice and bright, doesn't it?
Yeah, just
All those lovely
very colourful. I put 3 cloves of garlic.
Oh gosh, yes, wonderful.
I love garlic.
Yeah, me too. People don't like it in the next morning, but
Oh, I love it.
it's lovely, isn't it?
And the garlic went to my nose. So this is a sweet corn. The little corn, baby corn.
Yeah, baby corn. Like baby corn.
130 grams, I think. 30 grams is good. I'm going to put the description down below for people to follow as well. Do you like dry tomato? I love dry tomato. So let's put a bit of...
this is looking good already, Bea.
100 grams of that. Do you like cheese?
Oh, yes.
Parmesan cheese. I know cheese, it's not good if you're treating for cancer, because cheese also is inflammatory. So I try to not eat too much, because I was a mouse in another life, perhaps, because I love cheese too much.
I think I must have been with you, because there's a tick on me now that I need to eat less cheese, but I do love it.
But cheese is good. I put gorgonzola. No, you can put gorgonzola if you like, but this one is Parmesan cheese. 100 grams of Parmesan cheese. Okay. It's going big and big. And of course, another green is the spinach. Yeah, baby spinach. I like to chop a little bit.
I love spinach.
Yeah, me too.
Like Popeye, gives you strength.
You didn't know? This is reminding me, we've got a knife here. Reminds me when I was a kid. This is like a Popeye.
His girlfriend was olive oil, which I thought was really funny.
Do you know what? they call me olive oil when I was scared because you can see just my knees from a distance. Would that knees come in there? Oh, it's Bianca because I was so skinny. I was too skinny. Not anymore, but yeah, well, once upon a time. So just shove that inside. It doesn't need to be too cutty, thinking. Onions, I put half an onion.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Why not, isn't it? Half an onion. And then I cannot have milk as well. So
same as me. I have oat milk normally.
Although cheese also can trigger my allergy, but I'm just intolerant. So I'm going to put coconut milk.
Coconut milk?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I've never tried that.
Coconut milk for everything, I think. Teaspoon of dry coriander.
Okay.
To give it a bit of flavour. Teaspoon of oregano.
Okay.
And can you have black pepper?
Oh, I can, yes.
So let's
go for it.
Let's pinch of pepper. This is, you can put if you like, whatever you like. And I'm going to take as well I love some freshness.
Oh, fresh mint. Now that's lovely on that.
This is actually basil. Look at that. Smell it.
Oh, divine.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. So that is go there. Don't not too much look after, like, no fussy. So now I'm going to put a bit of salt.
Okay.
Because although we have, I'm using the watermelon.
Watermelon, yes. Make balls with watermelon.
You can have one of the smaller size. I'm using a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of salt. So now, just mix everything together.
Oh, wow.
Just mix everything together.
Yum, yum.
Kids love that. They think it's like a pie or quiche, like a without the it's very. You can add meat if you like ham or
chicken.
Chicken, you can add chicken, shredded chicken, put inside.
I am definitely chicken fiend.
Yeah, that would be good. Sometimes I do put whatever left over.
Yeah, a little bit
left over. Chop them in little bit.
This looks fabulous already.
And then they give more flavor. More is the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mix all together.
Wonderful.
So the eggs all incorporate everything. And then I have here a tray.
Okay.
Just I think this one is 8 inches. It's a very little one. So what I do,
like a cake tray, isn't
cake
it?
tray,
Cake tray.
And another cake as well, which we're gonna use this. I like the greasy paper.
Yeah.
Greasy.
Grease-proof.
Grease-proof.
Grease-proof paper. Yeah.
Greasy paper. You're gonna be greasy because I'm gonna put some.
It's gonna be greasy in the moment.
I'm gonna spray some coconut oil as well.
Oh, that's great. The spray oil. Isn't that useful?
Very. So just to give a little bit more stick. Don't let it stick for sure. So just we're gonna pour this. All going there.
All goes in. Oh, lovely.
So if you like, as this doesn't raise because it's not like doesn't have ferment or flour or anything like this. You can put flour if you like.
Oh no!
But gluten-free flour. But for me, I don't think needed. But this will be all together soon.
Will the egg bind this together? And exactly.
You're gonna see we got already the power of the production, the TV thing. We're gonna have one already that is done. I made one
already.
Yeah, I made one earlier for you. We're gonna put in the oven for about 180 degrees for 45 minutes.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So I check usually. I put 30 minutes. Check if it's cooked on the middle. Test with the little things to come out. If it comes clear, the fork,
with the grease-proof, yes, it will come out.
Oh, perfect. So on the oven for 45 minutes, and then check if it's cooked.
Perfect.
All cooked. Done. You can eat with a salad if you like, or rice if you like some carbs there, because there's no carbs here. So we know that you're doing the event on the
5th of
October
for
the pink ball.
Pink ball at the hall.
So you mentioned giving something for our audience.
I would love to do that, Bea.
What is that?
Why don't we give 2 tickets to come to the ball?
Really?
Two
tickets?
Absolutely wonderful. And all they have to do is write pink in the comments, and they'll go into a draw to get the 2 tickets.
Guys, don't miss out. Write pink down below, and you're in to win. I think I'm gonna put my name. Can I get in? So that's going to be fantastic. You're very generous. Thank you very much. I know it's very good what you're doing already there. Is a dinner there as well?
Oh yeah,
and
being three-course dinner. They have the entertainment. They have a guest entertainer. Lots of people, and enjoy looking at those wonderful cars outside the hotel.
Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Just write pink down below, and then we gotta get in the competition. You're very generous. Thank you very much. So should we put our frittata on the oven?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put this. Is gonna go in the oven, guys. Very simple. If you don't want to have one this one. Big one like this, it's not so big, but you can put on cupcakes for the kids to take to school. I do this sometimes for my kids. So let's put here to the oven, 180 degrees. On the oven goes. And with the magic of the TV, we're gonna bring it back. And this I make early, so look how it looks.
Oh.
Isn't that?
I'm excited.
Yeah, so it's harder. Everything combined together.
It's fantastic.
Look, turn on the side.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! So now it's the water from the vegetables as well. So this is,
Oh, wow.
wow, here.
Yum,
So
yum.
now what I'm gonna do is I like to look pretty. So I'm gonna do this.
Oh, goodness.
So that's how it looks.
Fantastic.
It's like a cake.
Oh, it is like a
See?
cake.
Look,
Yeah.
Dave.
A very,
see
very
it?
good cake that's good for you.
Look at that.
Oh.
Can you see
Oh,
it?
yeah. Look at all that goodness. Yeah, fantastic.
So now we can serve that as it is, or I like to jazz it up a little
Oh,
bit.
wow.
So I like leaves. I'm using my hands to put some leaves.
Okay.
Green leaves on the side. You can add cherry tomatoes if you like.
Uh-huh.
And then we cut a bit of that, put on the side. And what I like to put on the leaves, a bit of olive oil. A bit of olive oil, not too much, and balsamic. I love a glazed balsamic.
Oh, this
Do you
is
like
fab,
it?
yeah.
And this one is good because it's got a little bit extra flavour there. It's truffle.
Oh.
Do you like truffle?
Yes, please. I'll have some of that.
So that's gonna be the bitter but the sweet as
Bit
well.
sweet
So it's
too,
quite good.
yeah. Wow.
So this is yours.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
So let's try this now, and you tell me, okay?
That's a winner with me. Absolutely beautiful.
Very nice.
Everything's wonderful.
This is my take on healthy meal.
It tastes good, it's good for you, and that's the main thing.
That's all the thing. So I hope you one day you cook and take me pictures. Show me.
You never can tell.
So guys, I'm very grateful that you came, and thank you so much for being so generous and everything you've done.
Thank you for cooking for me.
No,
It's lovely.
It's a pleasure. It's a
What a
pleasure.
treat.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Anytime, every day, midday, I'm cooking. So that is for us today. I hope I'm composed myself. This is for us today, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you've been inspired by this gorgeous lady. We are in pink because it's October, and we're embracing the ladies with head cancer, that fight it, and let's be positive about everything in life. Wake up in the morning, open your eyes. It's not your choice. So be grateful when you manage to open your eyes in the morning.
Indeed.
That's for us. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. You got your website.
Indeed, yeah, absolutely.
For the hotel.
Hotel, Nailcote Hall.
That's right, because I like what you say, because otherwise I'm going to say wrong. Love you guys and leave you. All the cameras, I want to come in. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Bye.
I know the road will be long, but you've got to keep on going. Don't